just wanted to say that, you told me that, if I don't get a good education, that, I won't go far in my life.
Yeah.
And he said, did you get education? And I said, no. And he said, well, if you did, you would be driving maybe that red Ferrari one day.
That was your Ferrari?
That was my car. Because I had friends that died age 10, age 18 in a war, age 15. Many of them, life cut, bomb hits them, sniper hits them in the head, they're dead. Anything we do, you can get the best out of it or the worst out of it.
Right.
I had fucked up childhood.
Yes.
I was physically hungry.
Yeah.
Go to bed hungry, it's not easy.
Today on Tiger Table, we've got Emil Juresic. And dude, you have a phenomenal background and an incredible story, which we're going to dive into. And also you have Carlos, who runs our tech division and basically joined Rival before it existed. And Carlos, you actually came on board and freelanced essentially for free, earn your stripes, and then you were the first employee, the first person on the team. And Carlos has been really core at building Rival up until today, so all of the marketing and everything. But Emil, dude, you have how many businesses? 19, was it?
How many businesses do I have right now?
Right, or like when we last talked, what was it, like 2 or 3 months ago, you had 16 or 19 businesses?
Well, we got, look, to be honest, as when it comes to separate different companies, so when it comes to main businesses, we have, it sounds crazy, but I actually have to count in my head. So we have where we own 100% of the companies.
Yeah.
We have probably about 10 different companies.
Yeah.
But then we have interest in at least another 10 businesses as well.
Right.
About businesses that we 100% own ourselves is solid 10 companies.
Yeah, man. And so your background, I think a lot of what you, I guess, experienced early on in life has kind of led to your ability to navigate, stressful territory. Like running business is stressful, but you're running many businesses and you have a lot of spinning plates, but you're able to do it with ease and passion and joy. But yeah, man, like how did I guess your family end up in Australia? Like how did your journey begin prior to entrepreneurship?
Just want to say something about 10 businesses. I didn't start with 10 businesses.
No.
You start by one, and once that one business is very much established, can run itself without being affected if you go do something else, then you start second one. And that's one thing that I keep telling any young entrepreneur. A lot of entrepreneurs, they start something within 3 months of starting a business, and business is not even established yet, they start looking for the side hustle. And that side hustle starts becoming distraction, starts taking the energy and time from the main business that they're actually in. And the next thing is, nothing is working.
Yeah, I see that happen all the time. Like especially young people in business, they'll start a business like, the crypto waves here, and then they'll dive in and do that, and the AI wave, and
that's
then they jump
not
ship.
that's not a business, you know what I mean? That's like freaking one night stand instead of marrying somebody. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But they'll start like agencies around it.
Yeah.
Or like so
and
like,
because it's not because like you said on start, business is not easy.
It's
and
not.
First 5 years is a fucking hustle.
Yeah.
It is a full-on hustle for you to actually get your business to the level where you can say, you know what, I'm actually a little bit breathing. And that's why I always say, I do have a lot of companies right now. But the way
what was your first business? Like, how did you kind of cut your legs in business?
So the way I cut my legs in business, at a very young age, I call this a business as well. I think I was 4 years old, maybe turning into 5. And, my background, I grew up in ex-Yugoslavia. And, it was a communist country. So, dad was working for government, didn't make much money, and mom was stay-at-home mom. So they couldn't afford, buying us bicycles, anything like that.
Did you have a lot of siblings?
Only one brother and sister that passed away. And so when I was growing up, even age 4 or 5, a lot of kids that have both parents working, they would have a little bicycle. And,
Yeah.
you know, when you're 5 years old, you know, you want to go out and play with your mates and ride a bicycle, but, you know, parents couldn't afford it. So I started washing other kids' bicycles for like 50 fucking cents. So before you know it, you know, I was working really hard after school, washing, you know, maybe, 10 bicycles or 5 bicycles. Before you know it, I had my own bicycle.
Wow.
So that's where my out of need, because I wanted to be part of, I guess, I wanted to have nice things, even at age 5. Nice things was just having a freaking bicycle. So that's where my entrepreneurial journey started.
So at a young age, you just had the nature to want to acquire something. And then
I had a nature that I wanted to, at very young age, which is interesting, very young age, I wasn't even 10. I always had a feeling, maybe even grade fucking 1, I always had a feeling that I am here on this planet to make a difference.
Wow.
And I know I will have an impact on other people's lives.
And that was a
on this
belief
planet.
from a very young
From
age.
very young age.
Yeah.
And that's how my first little business, if you can call it. And then when I was 11 years old, civil war started. Ex-Yugoslavia became 6 countries. And, you know, that's my second business. I was diving in there as well. So we had a civil war that lasted for almost 5 years. And imagine, you know, now we got lights and we're talking, and imagine 1 second you got no lights, you got no clean water, there's no school, and bombs are freaking hitting your building where you're living.
Yeah.
So, you know, and no shops open. Only way you can buy the food if you buy it on the black market. Black market would be, for example, a lot of people would, you know, get some food from, let's say, United Nations, and they would be selling it between the buildings and so on. So with me is Dad had to go to mountains and fight the enemy at the time. And I was 11 years old, and I had my brother who was 7, and I knew that I had to figure out a way how I can provide some food on the table for Mom and my brother. And I thought, fuck, man, how can I actually make $1, you know? And I thought to myself, before war started, 1 pack of cigarettes, and there's a 20 cigarettes in a packet, 1 pack of cigarettes was $1. And but when war started, you couldn't buy it. There was no shops.
Yeah.
And the only way you can buy it is on the markets underneath the building, so bomb doesn't hit you.
Yeah.
Only way you can buy those cigarettes, 1 pack of cigarettes would be $25.
Wow.
And but if you're a smoker, if you're a drug addict, you'll figure out the fucking way to buy cigarettes,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But
Gotta get that nicotine.
the reality is people are not earning any money. And I thought, man, how can I get my hands on cigarettes? So I would go, because we had a peacekeepers, United Nations, and I knew I had a feeling like those guys get cigarettes for free. You know, I'm gonna go in front of the main gate and I'm gonna wave and somehow figure out how I can ask them if I can buy some smokes from them. Anyway, I would buy a pack of cigarettes for $5 from those guys. And then I would go sell 1 cigarette at a time,
Wow.
1 cigarette for $2, because people are not working. And if you're a smoker, you want to have cigarettes. And if you can't afford fucking full packet, you buy 1.
Yeah.
And I was selling 1 by 1, 1 by 1. So I was learning the hustle of selling,
were
of
11.
trying to buy, 11 years old. And my risk factor that I had every couple of days, soldier would come and put a gun to my head and would steal my cigarettes. They did it about 4 or 5 times, and I was like, okay, now
Like the soldiers protecting you, or
No, not protecting me. They were just stealing it from me.
No, but were they like from your city?
Yeah, they were our soldiers.
They're meant to protect you, and here they are putting a gun to your head.
Well, it's a fucking wild west in a war. You know what I mean? There's no fucking rules.
Man, that
There's
must have
no
been
law.
terrifying as an 11-year-old dude.
Well, yes, first time and second time, but then after that, you see, I realized that these fuckers, they just want to keep stealing my cigarettes.
Yeah.
They're not going to kill me, because if they kill me, they're not going to get any more.
Yeah.
So next time they came and I said, you know, obviously I said to this guy, I said, buddy, don't threaten me anymore. I'll just give you packet every week, but for you, and I give you another packet for you to tell your mates not to come here and attack me.
Wow.
So that way I have a little fucking monopoly. Go and fucking steal
You started
it from
negotiating
motherfuckers,
with
you know.
soldiers.
I age 11, man. I age
Man,
fucking
the
11.
certainty.
But, you know,
Yeah.
and then, so that's where, you know, that's where my hustle started.
That must have given you so much confidence to talk to a grown man as an 11-year-old and be like, mate, this is what we're doing. This
What
is the
choice
deal."
do you have?
Yeah.
Because if I don't do that, I'm not going to make $20 a day,
Yeah.
which means equals I'm not going to go and buy a piece of bread
Yeah.
that my family can
But
eat.
so many 11-year-olds aren't thinking about like what they think they need,
mean,
you know?
fucking-
It's pretty,
25 years olds don't think that today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the world
Yeah.
is different. Like, Daniel White says, this is the best time to start any business because most people are soft as fuck.
Yeah.
If you're a little bit of savage, world is yours.
Yeah.
Most people start something, they give up easily and so on. My third venture was in the city where we were living, there was no electricity for 5 years. So only way you can have some light in the house is if you have a candle on the table. And I figured out a way how I can get my hands on wax so I can actually make my own candles, which I did. Still know how to do it today. So I was making my own candles. And again, I would go in between buildings. So I had to go in a special corner so bombs don't hit there. And I would have my little stand table like this. I would open it up. I remember it was like fucking yesterday. And I would be selling candles, right? But when I was selling candles in winter in Europe, where I was living, is -20. And competition, there would be like 20 people selling all sorts of shit there. But when I was selling candles, there were a few other people as well. But when it's -20, nobody was selling. It's too fucking cold.
Yeah.
I would be there. So with me, I really built that mindset that, you know what, I just got to keep moving forward. I just got to hang in there. And my competition, while it's too cold for them, I will be fucking here. So maybe I can sell a couple of candles a day. So that's where I really fucking gained that mental strength.
Yeah.
Because, you can't feel your fucking toes. You can't touch your ears.
Yeah.
If you touch your ear, it'll fucking fell off because you're freezing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then a lot of people would be, coming. They would walk maybe 1 or 2 kilometers to buy stuff from these little markets, but they're risking their lives. And when they come there's me selling candles and fucking 5 other guys or girls or whoever. But when they're selling candles, most people will sell one for $6. I was like, man, I'm gonna sell 10 for $40. So I'm giving
Wow.
better deals.
Yeah.
And a lot of these people were coming and they would talk to me and somebody else and the next person to see where they can get the best deal. And then I came with an idea. Fucking Uber Eats. I should be a billionaire. And you know why? I said to these guys that were coming there, hey, don't worry about coming here, buying candles and risking your fucking life. How about I deliver it to you once a week?
That's a pretty powerful set. Like
Once
sales
a
pitch.
week, once a week, and I was at that time age maybe 12 or 13.
Yeah.
Once a week, instead of you walking all the way here, wasting your time, not wasting your time, risking your fucking life because sniper can hit you in the head, bomb can, blow you while you're fucking walking.
Yeah.
I'll risk my life. I'll come once a week. But what I really wanted to do, I wanted to fucking eliminate my competition because if they come here, my risk factor is they're going to talk to me and 5 other guys that are selling candles. I was like, fuck that. I'm actually going to go and negotiate. I'm going to go and offer them this, which I call it Uber Eats. Uber Eats now, you can get anything delivered to your office.
Yeah.
So I started Uber Eats in my fucking head when I was 12, 13 years old. But not to be a billionaire. So I can just earn $1 so family can eat. So
But
that's how my entrepreneurial...
what did that do for you as a young man, like being 13, selling candles
what?
and making money? How did you feel about that?
I think I started loving the fucking hustle.
Okay.
At that young age, started, loving the hustle, how I can be creative and how I can make $1. And I did it out of the need so family can survive. Yeah. But I also knew at very young age that my dad worked for somebody all his life. Not anymore now. He works. We retired him, and for the last 20 years he's been working for me. But my dad worked for somebody all his life. He had a boss. He had a boss where you would have to say, "Good morning, boss. Yes, boss. No, boss. Yes, sir. No, sir." It's like, fuck, man. I want to be in charge of my own destiny.
Yeah.
I want to fucking control my own journey. No, there's nothing wrong working for somebody else. All depends what you want out of life. But with me, it was like, and that was my entry. And then war finished, and dad says, fuck, I'm going to take my kids as far as I can from this country so they never experience war again, because war is terrifying. You lose a lot of family members and so on. And then we came to Australia, and age 15 and a half, couldn't speak any English whatsoever. And even school prior to that for 3-4 years was fucking not really school. It was underground, and you don't learn much because you're terrified that you're gonna die every day. And so somehow I spent 6 months learning English, and grade 10, 11, and 12. I went to a local school in Brisbane, and barely finished it. Never liked school. I liked stuff that I was interested in, but I always felt that a lot of stuff I was learning in school is not relevant to life. Somehow
Was that a big trend, like a big jump? Because you're hustling, making your own money in
Yeah.
a war zone. Then you move to Australia.
And then somebody tells you got to go to school, 8 to 3, and where I learn how to be a
So
free
despite
spirit.
like maybe being in more safety and having more provisions and all the rest of it, you were lacking maybe that pursuit or that hustle, and it maybe felt a bit off for you going back into school.
100%.
Yeah.
It's like, for example, you're running your business now, right?
Yeah.
And now let me lock you in from today for you to work 8 to 3 for somebody else.
Yeah.
It'll be like, man, I'm used to hustling, traveling, looking for
Yeah.
business.
Your baseline
selling,
changes.
what I
You're
mean?
like, doesn't feel right.
And now, like,
Yeah.
okay, got to be structured,
Yeah.
But anyway, I finished grade 12, and while I was also going to grade 10, 11, and 12, I was working fucking 50 hours a week because I wanted to help mom and dad so they can buy their first car. So I used to go and work on construction sites for $30 a day. Most people were earning $200. I was working $30, but in my mind was $30 is better than nothing if I sit at home. And after high school, I ended up getting a cleaning job, and I was cleaning for like 8 hours after high school, and I was just hustling. And after I finished grade 12, mom and dad said, you need to go to school, get a good education so you can get a good life. Every parent can only give you advice what they know. Do you know what I mean? And you can't blame parents when they tell you don't start your business because they maybe never had one. So they can't tell you to do something that they don't know. And they mean the best for you. And so grade 12 finished. And they were saying, go and study something, but my grades were not good enough to go and study at university. They were good enough to maybe go and get into local TAFE. So I said to myself, look, I want to be an entrepreneur and businessman, and so I'm going to study business management. That's supposed to go for 2 years. I was in a class for 1 week, and I went to my teacher. I said, with all due respect, you're really teaching me about business when you're not living it yourself. You don't know what cash flow is. You don't know what paying rent is. You don't know what chasing business is on your own skin. I can't tell you how good this prime is unless I try it.
Yeah.
I asked you before, you showed me 2 different bottles, and I said, which one is better? First thing you said, I don't know, but the second one, I haven't tried it. Do you know what I mean? If you told me,
the blue one up there, right? So
the blue one up there, right?
I haven't tried it. I just keep drinking
You
this
haven't
one.
tried this one. This is not me promoting it. If it's shit, I would tell you. It's actually freaking really good.
Yeah. We don't know if it's healthy. Like Carlos and I were having a debate before.
I better
It was
get like
healthy, right?
I better get like 3 bottles of this for free.
Yeah, I'll hook you up.
Otherwise, I must say it's not so good.
Okay. I'll give you-
But
I'll get
it's
a
actually
bunch.
really, really good. But the point is, you can't say, I ask you, is it good? And he said, I don't know. You haven't tried it. And same with my teacher. He was teaching me something that he hasn't tried it himself, experienced it himself.
And that's a problem,
because
man.
business is, I can teach you business from the book. Go and fucking start your own business.
Yeah.
Go and hustle to get business. Go and hustle to get paid. Pay your staff, pay your rent, this electricity, pay for this microphone, and if there's $2 left to you, fucking great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what hustle of the business is. And I said, buddy, I'm quitting. And I hate fucking word quitting. But, I'm going to go and learn the hard way. And 18 years old, your heart is size of Mount Everest. You want to conquer the fucking world. You want to get successful. You want to hustle. There's a handbrake. You have no fucking idea what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah.
You got no, you don't have education to be a lawyer, accountant, or whatever. That's one thing. 2, you really have no fucking idea what business is.
Yeah.
You have an idea of the business, but what business should I start at age 18? What do you love? I have no fucking idea. What are you good at? I don't know. Everything was, but heart is there. Will is there.
Would you say there's almost an X factor to that? Like, you know, when people study business, and I meet people like that study business for a year or 2 years before they even start it. And then there's the other type of entrepreneur that just goes out and just literally just starts some shit and they figure it out as they go. Do you think there is an advantage to not overthinking it and to just dive in?
Well, you can look at it two ways.
Yeah.
There's two ways of getting education.
Yeah.
One, you can go, there's a lady behind the camera taking photos of us. Do we look good?
Hey, kids. Welcome,
If not,
kids.
do I need to fix my hair or anything? Just joking.
It looks good.
There's two ways of looking at it.
Yeah.
One, you can just dive in. Then you can get a traditional education. For example, somebody asked me a question on social media other day, and they said, Emil, should I go to university and study property economics because he wants to, or property something, he wants to become a property developer? Or do I just go and work for the property developer? So 3 options really. Uni, where you can study whatever, marketing, for example, or start, let's say, your business. 3 ways of doing it. 1, dive in, not knowing much. 2, go to uni to do what you do. Or 3, call Dane. Dane, Carlos, you fucking did this.
Yep.
Carlos.
That's why he's here. Yeah.
Carlos called Dane and he said, Dane, I want to work for free for you. I want to learn.
And he did for months.
And he did for months. Nice working with you, whatever.
Yeah.
But, so how long you guys been together now? A couple of years?
Coming up to 4 years.
Yeah.
4 years.
Yeah.
What he's got now, real deal university.
Yeah.
Real fucking deal.
Yeah.
So option for him, all depends what he wants to do in life. One, start his own business blind, or learn from the fucking best. And if he decides to go on his own, one day, he's fucking good.
Yeah,
'cause
he's
he
set,
learned.
man.
He's
And
set.
what he's wearing-
Should be paying fucking him million for this university. Instead of you paying him now.
Look at the hoodie he's wearing now. So that's his company, No Limits. He's launched that and he's crushing it. And like, you know, Carlos reached out and you were in construction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I started in construction too, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Carlos worked in construction, just reached out and was like, I can see something happening here. How do we partner up?
Yeah. But good thing for you, Carlos working for you.
Yeah.
You are the type of leader, you know, you're working with me, but if you want to start your business, I support that.
100%.
And now you're promoting his fucking business.
Yeah.
No limits.
Yeah.
What's the website, Carlos?
Yeah. So it is no-limits-apparel.co.
What does it do?
It's just a Shopify site.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
What do you sell?
Merch. Yeah, apparel.
If you want me to promote it, man, I need some shit for free. Like I
Hook him up, man.
I literally came
will,
like
I
this,
will.
you know,
What's
and
your
I need a
size?
fucking large. What
Yeah.
size you talking about?
Yeah.
But the thing is, this I literally came to sit in like this, and if the weather turns, I'm taking that off you. But the thing is, that's a real fucking leader. You know, your staff, I don't let my staff go. I let them go, and if they wanna start something, either I'm part of it or I help them, you know, to do it. So, answer to your question is, how you looking at it? You can start dive in, but if you don't know what the fuck you're doing, I always recommend to people, it's not a bad idea. You find an expert in that field and go and work for that person. Maybe a year or 2 or 3 or whatever it takes.
And you can learn so much doing that.
So much, man,
Yeah.
so much. So,
Yeah.
answer to your question is, really, dive in or dive in with somebody who's doing it, learn from them before you really dive in.
Yeah. Yeah. And I had, so there was a girl that worked with me when I was at World Gym. And her name was Carla, and she said to me, I want to become an interior designer because she just wasn't enjoying her job. And I said to her, she's like, I'm going to go to university. I was like, no, just like literally start calling interior designers and ask for an internship. 2 weeks later, she was working as an interior designer with an internship. She thought she needed to go get this degree. Oftentimes, dude, like think about yourself. If someone came to you and said, I want to work under you and learn from you, you probably hire them on the spot. Like there are entrepreneurs that exist that are seeking people that want to collaborate with
Absolutely.
them. Yeah. Yeah.
Only thing is, life that we are living in. When I was 18, you know, and you know, when I went out of my cave for 7 days, when I was figuring it out, what I wanted to do, I knew whatever the fuck I decide to do, I have to be committed. Committed, big word. Consistent. Keep hunting, learning, grinding, and I knew it's going to be a long journey.
And the commitment's a big one. You know,
In
like-
anything.
Yeah, because Jim Rohn had this quote where he was like, imagine you're at the altar in front of your wife and the priest says, do you take this woman in sickness and health and all the rest of it? And then you turn to the priest and say, I'll see how it goes. This is a terrible marriage. And I think a lot of people apply themselves to business
It's
that
not
way.
a bad way to say it. You know.
I wouldn't encourage
If the
that.
partner ends up being a freaking mean person, was like, hey, you know, I don't want
Yeah.
this.
Dude, so I just find it remarkable how you talk about living in a war zone. Like, you know, did that become like did that weirdly become normal to you in some way?
You know what, Dane?
And I don't mean to diminish the pain of that.
What you do
Yeah,
is hard, would you say?
I agree, but nothing like what you went through.
But it's hard for somebody else. For you, it's normal. You're having fun.
I'm enjoying it. Yeah,
Like with me, I employ fucking few hundred people.
yeah,
I am having fun.
yeah,
I am having fun to make somebody else. If they took my life, they'll have a freaking. If somebody replaces me for 1 week, they have a nerve breakdown,
Yeah.
heart attack within
Yeah.
2 days. Oh
Yeah.
my God. And to me, it's like, oh, wow, this is so much fun.
So do you think that served you, like building that brawn so early in life?
Very
allowed
interesting.
You, yeah,
Anything we do, you can get the best out of it or the worst out of it.
right.
I had fucked up childhood.
Yes,
I was physically hungry.
yeah,
You know, I mean, go to bed hungry is not easy.
no,
But then there's something worse than that.
mm.
Go to bed hungry
And afraid.
and no, there's something worse than you being hungry. Go to bed hungry physically and want somebody next to you that you love being hungry as well.
yeah,
And that's fucking hard
yeah,
because I don't feel, you know, I'm pain proof. You know, for me, what's painful seeing other people suffering. Like,
Yeah.
I'll suffer, man.
because you'll always do more for others than yourself, right? And
100%. I live for other people.
Yeah.
But that's fucking hard.
Yeah.
So this is interesting question.
yeah,
And a lot of people have bad childhood. They
Mm-hmm.
might have bad parents. Worse, they might not have any parents. We got a mutual friend, Matt.
yeah.
You know, he was born, he
Yeah.
had Korean parents.
Matt
and-
Purcell, yeah.
Matt Purcell, yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, for a long time, he didn't know who the fuck his parents were, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? And so you can be beaten by childhood because it was bad. Maybe you were, you know, beaten by your parents or had no parents or grew up in a war zone like me or be hungry. So that, as a very young person, has effect on you, right? Has effect on you. And it can beat you for rest of your life for you not to get up. Or you have to build that strength within you and say, like what I'm saying today, I'm so happy I had a fucked up childhood
Yeah.
because that really shaped me to value life, to value family, to understand how important the timing is, that I can be dead anytime, because I had friends that died age 10, age 18 in a war, age 15, many of them, life cut, bomb hits them, sniper hits them in the head, they're dead. And, you know, so to me, I see it, I was like, I loved my childhood because it really shaped me and made me a lot stronger to be a better person tomorrow. But a lot of people get affected, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, we all get affected. I remember, being in a high school and one of my teachers saying, Emil, if you don't study, you will always be a loser. It will be nothing. When you're young, innocent, that can affect you. I still think about my teacher.
Yeah, you're very impressionable. And
Absolutely.
You're still defining who you
so
are.
that's why I always say,
Yeah.
you got to be careful how you talk to the next person.
Yeah.
Because you might say to, hey, buddy, you really, you're really terrible at what you do. You shouldn't be in the business, This
Yeah.
is not for you. You're not a good person. And some people can take that to heart and might take them very long time for them to snap out of it because they've been beaten. So I always say that you can really, everything we say to somebody can affect them for worse or better. You're giving somebody little bit of advice can change their life direction forever. Just a little bit, or a little bit of encouragement. Like one of my staff other day, he's got team member that works with him, and they made a mistake, and he said, you know what, don't touch this. never do that again. From now on, you're not going to be handling that part of the business. I was like, buddy, how many times have you fucked up?
Yeah.
Million.
Yeah.
Encourage him. Buddy, you fucked up. Terrible. But that's so good that you fucked up.
Yeah.
Because now we know how we're going to do it better next time, right?
Yeah. It's like what Simon says, whatever happens, use it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You keep doing that. You fucked up.
Yeah.
Use it. Oh, you know what? Let's learn something from it. So next time when we do it again, we're nailing it.
Yeah.
Instead of beat somebody down and say, from now I'm not doing that because you're terrible.
Yeah.
So it's very critical how, the words that you say to somebody can change their life.
Yeah.
Full on.
It's powerful, man. And even how you're talking about how you add a different frame to it. Like, I don't know. Do you know what NLP is?
Yes.
Yeah. So there's the concept of what's called reframing. So let's imagine you had a picture of one of your beautiful Ferraris. I think you got 4 now.
I got a lot of cars. Yes.
A lot of cars.
I have to think.
Just Google Emil. I'm sure you'll see it. But yeah, imagine if you had a picture of a Ferrari and then you put like a golden foiled frame around it. The picture's going to look and feel a certain way. You take that frame off and you put like a black, thin, sleek frame around it. The car looks different. So you're looking at, I guess, your past, and you can find gratitude in it because you're like, this has gifted me with the capability to deal with higher levels of stress, to make decisions in the face of confrontation, to tell your lecturer, dude, get bent, because I've said that to a soldier when I was 11. Like these things have like gifted you what might not be normal for others.
But sometimes it drives you. You have to, if somebody tells you can't do something, like when I was 18, when my, professor, when I told him I'm going to quit today, and he said to me, you know what? If you quit today, if you don't study, you will never be anything. You know what I mean? You're never going to go somewhere. I had that. I fucking still talk about it, right?
Yeah.
I had that in my head, was driving me. So I took it like, motherfucker, you insulted me, I will show you one day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was fuel to me to do it better instead of beating me. So at a young age, you just got to use every negativity as a fuel to do better.
Yeah.
Because then when I was 24, 25, I had to go and see my professor. It was fucking making me that upset. I had to see him.
Yeah. I love that you did that, because a lot of people drop out. They don't talk to their professor.
I had to go and talk to him in style.
Yeah.
So I knew what time he's finishing. I think it was finishing, let's say 4 o'clock. And I knew where his car was parked. And, he was still driving same shitty fucking car.
Yeah.
And and I knew where he was parked. Like straight away, 4 o'clock, he's going to his car and I'm walking to him. I'm not going to call him name. I'm not going to say his name. Let's call him John for the sake of it.
Yeah.
So, John, how you going? He had no idea what the fuck I was. Clearly only saw me a few times before I left. I said, John, just to let you know, I went to your class when I was 18 years old. And
so this is in the future. This is okay.
I was 18 years old when I went to his class, and I told him I'm gonna,
And how old were you when you saw him again?
25 or 24.
So did you go back to find him?
Yeah, fucking old. Hey, that motherfucker was like,
I thought he was still at.
No. 8 years later, man.
Oh my God.
7 years later, I had to go, man.
Yeah.
And I had to go. And anyway, I'm going to. I knew where he was parking the car then, and I did my research. I wasn't stalking him, but I did my research. Wanted to make sure this motherfucker works there still.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's walking to his same car that he had 7 years ago. And as I'm walking to his car, I said, John, I went to your class 7, 8 years ago, and now he's happy. He's probably thinking that fucking, that I finished it. I said, I quit after 1 week, and I remember, just wanted to say that, you told me that, if I don't get a good education, that, I won't go far in my life.
Yeah.
And he said, did you get education? And I said, no. And he said, well, if you did, you would be driving maybe that red Ferrari one day.
That was your Ferrari?
That was my car. I was like, fuck you, buddy. That's all I wanted to do.
You just wanted to see the look on his face.
That's all I wanted to say. Hey, encourage fucking future generations.
Yes. Yeah.
Don't discourage them.
Yeah.
If somebody tries something, if it doesn't work, you know what?
Yeah.
Maybe this business is not for you. Try something else, but fucking try it.
Yeah.
Don't discourage people, man.
Yeah.
Don't discourage people. That's why when I talk to anybody, you want to give it a go?
Yeah.
Give it a go.
Yeah.
Then me and you can start business tomorrow. We might fuck it up. What did we learn, Dan? Let's do it again.
Yeah.
And again and again. I mean, one of my friends, Albos, guy failed 16 times, trying 16 different businesses. Then came up with an idea, a business called a car device. He sold it to Channel 9 for $63 million.
Wow. That's the guy on the Gold Coast or Brisbane?
Brisbane, yeah. Amazing. Great friend. Great friend. And now he owns a company called Car Expert that's worth freaking
So
5 times
his
that.
story, from what I understand from the interview you did with him, he had 15 very different types of businesses.
Yeah.
Right. And then, so I saw a stat somewhere. It was like, I think, the highest percentage of people that become millionaires in business have failed 13 to 14 businesses.
Well, look, to be honest, we failed. It's not business. Two of us have failed 6,000 times.
Yeah.
You might have existing business and try something else. Shit doesn't work. I just wasted fucking 3 months of my time.
Right.
But hey, actually, I'm gonna use it to make it better now or different direction. Do you know what I mean? So I don't see anything as a failing. It's you try, like even in any business that I run, you try something, doesn't work, just turn it around, turn the corner and make it go.
Yeah.
And a lot of look, business is like a fucking river.
Yeah.
There's no river that exists that goes straight.
Mm.
Any river starts from somewhere in the mountain and it's just find its own way to ocean or whatever.
Yeah, it gets bigger and it gets tighter and, you never know.
And sometimes it goes dry.
Yeah.
And it's not even a river. And that's fucking called business for you.
Yeah. So okay. So you went back, you showed this guy your Ferrari.
Yeah.
And, so when...
Just to make myself feel good.
Dude, I get it. Like, I've got people on my list that I'm like, happy to visit one day, not violently, but just be like, hey, just so you know what's up, right? Like my high school principal kicked me out of high school and told me I was a deadbeat and all the rest of it. And she's still the principal there, so I might pay her a visit. I'm inspired. But dude, I don't have a Ferrari yet, but
fucking take mine just for the fuck of it, so I can piss him off.
I might take you up on that. So moving forward, so you left and you started a business. Did you go straight into real estate, or did you do something else?
No. I only started my real estate company 7 years ago. So then age 18. Like, I want to do something, but I don't know much. And I definitely knew I don't want to be a fucking criminal. I want to do stuff legal way. And I thought, what's something that I can learn fast? Construction. You don't have to be fucking smartest person in the world to lift a shovel and start fucking pushing some sand.
Yeah.
And then I thought, okay, I'm going to get a job in construction, and I'm going to start working 7 days a week. And so I learned a trade as much as I could learn within a week. And then I started working for myself within a week, basically, whatever I could learn. And I started working 7 days a week.
Wow. And
I knew that, hey, I'm just going to work harder than anybody else. I'm going to work so hard. And as I was working on construction sites, I saw all of these developers, they would buy land, they would build something, they would sell it. I was like, man, I was paying attention. I still do. I'm a fucking very good observer. I just watch. I watch how all of you guys react, because I can learn so much from you, from Carlos, two lovely people behind the camera. I observe. And as I was working, I used to get paid a linear meter, which means more meters I do of what I was doing, more I was getting paid. But I was watching all these developers I was working for. And, I was like, I was asking questions, how much is this block of land? And they would say, Emil, this land is $70,000. I said, great. How much would you build this house for somebody, for me? He said, I would charge you 100,000. I was like, okay, land is 70 and you would build it for me for 100,000. And then I would actually go and talk to real estate agents, and I would ask them, how much would a house like this, be worth when it's finished? And they would say 230, 240. I'm thinking to myself, fuck, there's a money in developing. So I started working really hard 7 days a week. At age 18, I bought a block of land for 70,000. Built a house for 100,000, and all up was about $175,000. And a few months later, I sold it for $295. I made like 120 grand. I was like, wow, fuck Bill Gates, I'm richer. And 120, what the fuck? And I remember at that time I had a girlfriend who became wife later, and I said to her, can you believe we just built $250,000 home? It was like, sounded like, today I'm building a $20 million house for myself. But that $250,000 in my mind was bigger than the house that I'm building today.
Can you pull up Emil's house? It's Dude, it's beautiful. And it wasn't it listed as like one of the most beautiful houses in Australia?
Well, I wanted to originally sell it. I wanted to sell it, but
you just kept building.
yeah, I wanted to sell it, but then I ended up falling in love with my home, and I said, oh, "Fuck, I'm not gonna."
So where is it?
It's if you go to realestate.com and just pick suburb called Indooroopilly, and just go from most expensive, and you'll see house with a price tag of 18 million plus.
Yeah.
So originally, when I started building it, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna sell it, 15 to 18 million dollars." Then I ended up having 3 offers. Then I got scared. I was like, "Fuck, I love my house now, and I don't want to sell it." So only way I would sell it now if I get over 20 million bucks.
So was this underneath one of your companies, or was this a personal project?
Personal, man. I own this.
Yeah.
Outright. And
So you've been developing since you were 18.
So I built one house. When I sold it for 295 grand, then I built the second house, then I built the third, then I built the fourth, then I built the fifth, then I built the sixth, and I had a clean run. So I would buy land, builder would build it, designer would design it for me, builder would build it, real estate agent would sell it. That's how my journey started.
So this is your house. So
that's my house.
That's
correct.
a bit of an upgrade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that your Ferrari in at the front?
No, that's my actually Lamborghini. So the house is under construction now.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not really looking like that anymore because we made it 10% bigger than that.
Okay.
So it's 90% there.
Is it 1 or 2 stories? 2 stories.
It's actually 3 stories now.
Okay.
Because it goes block slopes at the back. It's a 3-story home. It's massive.
Maybe just click through the photos.
Yeah.
Wow, man, that's beautiful.
Yeah, it's on the golf course, 4 kilometers from CBD. It's sick.
Do you play
What
golf?
a view.
I wouldn't call it play, but anyway.
You look at the golf course.
I am on the golf course. I'm one of the nicest golf courses in the country. And so that is my home.
So, dude, I don't know if I've told you this because we've hung out a lot, right? Like we've spent a lot of time together. When I think I was like 19, I remember I used to do a lot of Facebook content for a company I worked with, and I saw one of your ads like years ago. And you were doing like stuff that other real estate agents weren't doing. You were doing drone shots. You had Lamborghinis and models. Like you're doing this photo shoot.
But what happened? What happened then is I started in property development, and then one house by one house, we end up doing a lot. And then 7 years ago, I said to my team, you know what? I'm gonna start my own real estate agency. 8 years ago now. I'm going to start my own real estate company because for a few reasons. One, I was sick of dealing with real estate agents because I felt that besides them bullshitting a lot, you can kind of see through that. I felt they don't understand the product I was developing because I was always developing high end. And 3, I felt that real estate agents are not moving ahead with time, just like any business. They're not capitalizing on what's out there. They're not capitalizing on social media that we are all on. And they're not being creative how they're marketing the properties. And then I decided, well, guys, if we're going to start our own real estate company, our competition is, huge. There's 1,000 Rayvite offices or 1,500 LJ Hookah offices or 1,000 Remax offices. And who the fuck is going to be NGU, real estate? And NGU Group is our main company.
Which stands for Never Give Up.
Never give up, yeah.
Love it.
And I thought, who am I going to be if I want to compete with these big guys? And only way I can compete with them if I'm creative marketing-wise, if I stand out. 7, 8 years later, a real estate company sells $2 billion worth of real estate a year, and it's recognizable.
Yeah. But I remember seeing your ads. You would do these crazy, flashy, high-end advertisements for one property. And you guys listed, I think, at that time, it broke a record in Brisbane for one of the highest selling houses.
But see, the thing is, because you can do so much with marketing, so much with branding. You are in the business, you know what I mean? You understand. But, with us at that time, nobody was doing videos.
No, you're pioneering that in Australia.
With us is, okay, if you're going to do video, let's stand out, let's add things to it, a bit of sauce, let's add supercars. And let's add models or kids or grandparents or make them funny, make them sexy, make them exciting. And first 5 seconds, I always say, these days we all have a short attention span.
Yeah.
Even if you go to YouTube, for example, if you got a 5-second ad, you'd be like, oh my God.
Yeah.
How long is this?
I see people in here in the microwave watching the clock countdown, and it's like 4 seconds to go, and they pop the door open. Like, we're like, give me the food. Yeah.
Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, and with me, I was like, okay, first 4-5 minutes is crucial. So I would have Lamborghini there or Ferrari that would capture people. But then when people start watching it, they would see the house that we are selling, and they would see the name of the company that is selling it.
Yeah.
So that's how brand started.
So you were hooking them in and then branding.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
So,
How much did that impact your business by marketing that way? Because at the time,
Massive.
I remember you were the only one doing it.
well, when we started, for example, a lot of agents, they would have, 500 views on their videos.
Yeah.
You would have 500,000.
Yeah.
Or 300,000, 100,000, or 400,000.
Not always
views on the
buys, but
videos.
people just going, wow, that's beautiful, and watching it as entertainment almost.
You can, out of 300,000 people that
Yeah.
watch the video,
Yeah.
not everybody's a buyer,
No.
but we would have thousands of people that would be resharing that video,
Yeah.
resharing. You know what I mean?
And that's
it
the
was
power
one-
that's the power of attention.
And
'cause
I can tell you
yeah.
this. I can tell you this. Think about this. So on start, a lot of young people would watch our videos because there's a Lamborghinis and Ferraris and so on. So somebody's 18, 19, they would watch our videos. They would be like, oh my God, did you see it? Lamborghini. They would love those videos, right?
Yeah.
So
That's why I liked it.
Imagine, family at home.
Yeah.
There's a husband and wife and 2 kids, and the guy is called Chris, who's 18 years old.
Yeah.
And he knows mom and dad are selling. Mom and dad want to buy the house.
And he sees this beautiful house. He's like, I want to live there. Yeah.
No, what he saw first, he saw all these supercars in our videos.
Yeah.
But he also knows there's a house there as well. And he
Yeah.
would be like, hey mom, you should see this house.
Yeah.
I saw it this morning, on social media, you should see this house, looks so cool. But the way we got that kid,
Yeah.
we got him to watch the fucking cool, sexy cars in the video or whatever.
Right.
And, or when we started, a lot of 18, 19, 20 years olds they'd be watching videos, or if they're sitting at family dinner, mom and dad will be, discussing, kids, we're going to be selling the house. Oh, mom and dad, you should see the way this guy's marketing homes.
Wow. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's working both ways. You were getting more clients to list.
100%. 100%.
How do you think like that impacted the value of the sale, right? Because as a real estate agent, you're obviously trying to create, commission for the company. You're obviously trying to get a good price for the seller. Did you feel like you added value or like more profit to a house sale because of the marketing?
It's very simple.
Yeah.
Marketing is everything.
Yeah.
Branding, marketing is everything.
Yep.
Make it very simple. In real estate, you cannot sell a secret. So if I put a house on the market, think
Right.
about this.
Yeah.
If I get one buyer,
Yeah.
one offer.
Yeah.
If I get 100 buyers, 10 offers,
Yeah.
there's a chance that I'm going to get more money
Right.
because
Because they start leveraging against
because
each
I'm
other.
going to try to create competition, and I'm going to push.
Create urgency.
And only way I can get more buyers if the marketing is crazier. Better the marketing,
Yeah.
more people are going to come to open homes.
More competition.
More competition.
More urgency to buy.
More urgency. And then there's the next step. And then, we always say, we always train our real estate agents to know how to negotiate.
Okay.
House will sell itself. Good marketing is going to create competition. Good marketing is going to bring numbers to the house. But then great real estate agent, he needs to know how to negotiate and have zero fear when he's doing it, when she or he is doing it. So
Right. What do you think it is that, because I know so many people that were in real estate that
Yes.
started businesses and had wild success. Like one of my
Yes.
friends, Nathan James, owns Fitness Cartel, and he's opening a gym like every freaking weekend
Yes.
at this point. But he cut his teeth in sales in real estate. I know so many successful entrepreneurs that started in real estate
Yeah.
and then springboarded into something else. What do you think it is that entrepreneurs could learn from real estate? Because it is so much about negotiation and marketing.
look, to be honest, the reason why I have multiple offices now and I employ freaking amazing team. I have real estate agents that are 24 years old that are making $2 million for
Yeah.
themselves.
Yeah.
24. So good thing about a lot of real estate guys, they either become property developers or property investors somehow, because when you're in real estate, first of all, your doors are opening widely. As a real estate agent, specifically if you're specializing, let's say, luxury homes, you are exposed to meeting a lot of people. And if you're a smart fucking real estate agent, you are exposed to meeting business people that whoever wants to buy a $4 million home. So
Right.
in a single house, you might meet 50 different people.
Yeah.
And those 50 different people could be in 15, 20 different industries.
Right.
And, let's say I'm selling a house for $4 million. Thank you. Hey, Dane, how you going, buddy?
Yeah.
Good,
man.
I would talk to you. What do you do, Dane?
I run a branding agency.
Oh, what's that about?
Yeah. So I do logo designs and build websites,
Great.
stuff like that.
Carlos, what do you do, buddy? You just came to see my house.
He runs
It's
an
a beautiful
apparel
home.
brand.
Yeah.
I'm curious, what do you do?
Yeah, I run an apparel brand.
Oh, what's that about?
Yeah, it's selling merch, getting people interested.
How do you do it? How do you even import this stuff?
Yeah, so it's imported through other avenues from the manufacturer and then gets printed on. Shirts and hoodies get printed on here.
Carlos, clearly, if you're buying a $4 million home, your business is fucking doing well, right?
Yeah, I'd hope so.
Ah, cool. I'll make you a deal. If I help you buy this $4 million home, you're going to take me for lunch one day. I'm going to learn what you do.
Yeah,
You got a deal?
easy.
Same for you, Dane?
Yeah. Sounds good, man.
I just learned about 2 different industries.
Yeah.
Huge.
So what I'm doing, because you have to understand, as a real estate agent, unless you open your office and have people selling real estate with you in your office, and unless you have a rent roll, you can't stop. As a single real estate agent, the minute you stop, there's no money.
Yeah.
Because you only get paid when you fucking sell something, right? But so you can't, that's not a business forever. Because if somebody's age 20, if they want to start a business, you got to ask yourself, okay, what business should I start that if I stop at age 35 or age 40, that I can sell? A mutual friend, Simon, sold the business for half of the business for $300 million.
Yeah.
So he found a business that he can hustle, that he can make money while he's building it, but also one day when he stops, he can sell it.
Yeah.
As a real estate agent, you can't sell yourself unless you become a fucking hooker down the road. You know what I mean? You can't. You can't sell yourself. That's it. You stop, you're fucking done.
Yeah.
You're done.
Yeah. You need to build a system that exists without you, because that's what entrepreneurship is.
You
Yeah.
can build a system. You can open your real estate office. Other 5, 10 agents are working for you. They're selling. You can build a rent roll. But if you just want to be a real estate agent and not be in real estate office or run a big office, you're learning, because I just learned about your business. I learned about your business. That's 2 people. And you see 50 to 100 people on each open home.
Yeah.
Or private inspections or whatever. So a lot of agents that are smart, they're learning.
Yeah.
They're learning about different industries, what you do. And then we become friends, and, learning about their business and what you do in the meantime as a real estate agent. If you're a fucking good one, you're building a cash flow. I have agents that are making $2-3 million.
Yeah.
So they're making fucking good money without having responsibility of having offices and so on. They're working for somebody or being somebody's contractor. So they're making all this money and they're learning about different industries.
Yeah.
So a lot of good ones are becoming a property developers, and the ones that do, a lot of them do well because they understand market.
Right.
They understand what buyers want. I've been in property development since I was 18, but I really started doing extremely well last 7-8 years when I started my real estate company, because now I understand what buyer want. Now, imagine going on a date knowing what that lady wants.
Yeah.
Like you're already in.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And same thing is in real estate. We know what buyers want because we see thousands of buyers. This is what's in demand. This is what they love. This is what they don't. So when I'm developing, I never develop anything that I like. I develop what market wants.
And that's so important, because I think so many people think branding is what I say I am, but it's what the market says you are. And I think
you gotta go with the market.
Yeah, there's this crazy cool quote. Seth Godin.
Yes.
He has this
Yes,
quote,
yes.
and someone was saying, I don't know what the conversation was, but Seth said to them, if I could give you a spreadsheet of what all your clients were thinking at all times, and you could read that information, what would that be worth to you? And they were like, billions. And he's like, yeah, but like, that's the art of marketing, is the art of trying to identify what is in the mind of the consumers. And if you're talking to people about buying real estate all the time and they're in business, you're starting to learn the language.
But that goes in any business. I always say that being prepared. If I want to do business with anybody, I always say, how can I add value to you? Not what's in for me. Let's put
But
you
you do
first.
that at the start, because we were talking about this before the pod. You were saying that like you were interviewing someone, and in the first like 10 minutes, they're asking you, how much am I going to get paid? And it's almost
Instead
like,
of what value I'm going to offer to you.
yeah. So what would you say for someone that wants to learn negotiation or learn how to build a network? It's being other people centric, not being me centric.
I had a friend of mine who would say, people that say too much I, don't hang out with them. Look, the reality is, Dane, I always say, a lot of things in life come by practicing a lot. You know, what we know now, of you and I and Carlos, we didn't know the same thing when we were 18.
Yeah.
You know, so it's very important that, you know, through your young career to listen a lot, specifically listen to people that are doing well in their own fields, but also communicate. The art of communication is priceless. Talk to people, man. Talk to different people. Don't be afraid talking to them. You know what I mean? If you see Dane on the street and you follow him on social media, you see him on the street, don't think, you know what, I'm shy to say hi. Like, good. Dane, how you going, buddy?
Yeah.
Dane, I've been following you on social media for 4 years, man. I have to say 2 things. One, thank you for sharing your knowledge with all of us that are following you. 2, how can I help you? How can I add value so I can learn more from you or whatever? But just stop and talk.
Which is what Carlos did 4 years ago. He's like, how can I help you, man? He didn't ask for anything.
Communicate.
I actually told you what you needed help with.
Yeah, and then asked me how you could start.
And the same thing, you know, other day, you know, I had a company said to me, he said, Emil, which is interesting, you know. I had a company says to me, hey, you know, let us help you grow your business. I said, I got one question. What business am I in? I had no fucking idea.
Yeah.
You want to help me? Then I had another guy from Sunshine Coast. He said, Emil, this is your, I think he was talking about one of my companies. This is the website that you have. You know, your website, there's nothing wrong with it. I already built you a new one. Check it out and tell me what you think. I looked at it. I was like, Jesus Christ. So can you come to my office Monday?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Smart.
So he was proactive. He
Yeah.
went and saw what my business needs
And gave it to you.
and wanted to give me value, you know, instead of, so he had understanding, wanted to give me value before he can lock me in. You know what I mean? And, you know, but that is thinking long term, not just quick buck today.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's so powerful and it might feel against your nature because, you know, I guess people that are highly successful entrepreneurs like yourself, people, I guess, would be quick to come to you to need something, but very rarely would people come to you and say, I've done something for you. I want to partner up. Would you agree with that? Or would you?
Look,
yeah.
to be honest, there's not many people that action their ideas or their dreams. Or do you know what I mean? I mean, think about this. How many people come to you, Dane, and say, you know, Dane, you know, I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to do something.
Yeah.
And a lot of people just talk about it, never action it, and get seriously committed actioning it. Do you know what I mean? And talk is cheap, and everybody just wants quick. Do you know what I mean? Like if people...
They want immediate, like the microwave thing.
Like 4 seconds. I'm really liking this drink, by the way.
Dude,
I'm
it's
actually impressed.
Yeah, it's decent. It's decent. Yeah, they Prime actually, so I don't know what happens, but Prime sent us an email and they're like, we want to basically give you guys free gear. And we're like, send it, you know? And then like 3 days later, Mr. Beast did the same thing. It was just, yeah, people have started sending us stuff. And it's since we've started posting a lot more content of me on stages, and it's kind of changed people's perception a little bit. Thanks to you. Dude, like I had a phone call with you, I think it was 2 weeks ago, and you were like, dude, I just sold a business for 90 million. I was like, far out, bro. That's incredible. And then today you're like, I just sold another business for 60 million. And, you know, to me, from the conversations we've had, you're so passionate about helping others. And it's good that you're making this money, but you told me like nothing gets me as excited as being in front of a room of entrepreneurs and like helping them.
I don't do anything for the money. Somebody asked me the other day, Emil, how can I make my first million?
Yeah.
My answer to them was, by not thinking about making a first million.
Right.
Become expert in your field, become so fucking good at it, so passionate about it, money will come.
Yeah.
Money will come. With me, I never think about $20 million home or I never think about the money. That's not what drives me.
Right.
Because if money drives you, you will end up being empty.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I am full. My heart is full because I'm so passionate about living. I'm so passionate about bringing best out of myself and out of other people. I love seeing other people do well. I love seeing you do well.
Thank you.
I can't wait for your business to be fucking sold for 600 million, like our mutual friends, you know. I love that.
Yeah.
I love seeing, and if I can be small part in your success, that fucking completes me. I mean, I have a lot of cars. I have a nice place. I have a great businesses. Sometimes you reach the point where it might take time for you to really learn true meaning of happiness.
Yeah.
And everybody's driven by different things. You know,
What drives you above all else?
I never wanted to die without passing my knowledge to other people. And I never wanted to die without knowing I changed so many people's lives.
And that's why you started One Life Club.
That's why I started One Life Club. I never wanted to be that person that is, you know, selfish.
Yeah.
That is just about him or her.
Yeah.
You know, that's happiness for a minute. You know, it's like when you're buying a Ferrari. You buy a Ferrari, you're so fucking happy today.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, day after, now I got a fucking one of them I didn't drive for 3 months.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So that's just like a little fuel. It's like putting petrol in the car.
Yeah.
You know, but car needs to go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so with me, I love, makes me happy seeing other people happy. I truly mean that.
Yeah. And I share that passion with you. And we've had many conversations about this, like, you know, and I was chatting quite a lot to Carlos about this as well, because we're looking at, let's just say, Australia as an event marketplace.
Yes.
And, you know, and I'm not going to cast shade on anyone, but oftentimes it has felt that the events here in Australia have just been sales pitch marathons, buy my boot camp, buy this, buy that. And you share that passion. And so you started One Life Club to start this event brand where you could just actually just like drown people in value on stage and not ask anything for it at the end. And
trust me, we lost a lot of money on events.
Yeah.
You know, but
let's talk about that, man, because I think the event space sounds glamorous, but it's quite difficult to build. Yeah.
Well, look, I'll tell you one thing. This is very interesting. We created One Life Club to offer alternative way of people educating themselves about business, entrepreneurship, or people that simply want to learn from people that have done something extremely well. So One Life Club, you know, we have so many amazing interviews, you know, 100 of them, where people can get motivated, inspired, you know what I mean? And, you know, I interviewed you and I interviewed me. And then we have amazing classes where people can learn from entrepreneurs how to become expert in that field. Then we have community where like-minded entrepreneurs can network with each other as well. And then we have events. When it comes to events, it's a dangerous space, and I'll tell you why. A lot of people all over the world, they have events, they will bring one big speaker, and then they would have 10 other speakers selling something, you know, there's a $25,000 program, how you're going to become expert at trading crypto, or how you're going to become expert at, you know, e-commerce or whatever.
How to become a millionaire in 3 months.
Or how to become a millionaire in a month, which I still don't know myself. Do you know what I mean? With us, our event is, we simply want to bring the best fucking people on stage that can tell you, hey, there's a good news and bad news. Bad news is, we don't know how to become successful in a month.
Yeah.
The bad news is, it's going to take you a long time. But the good news is, this is how you can do it well.
Yeah.
And how you will get it. It's just going to take time. So with us is we simply want to offer people value, will fucking deal. But interesting conversation I had with my mate the other day. And he said, Emil, you know, it's interesting. All these people, they love a lot of stuff that we are doing, but people still want to just get rich quick.
Yeah.
Still, you know, because people, why do you think fucking crypto went crazy?
Yeah. Get rich quick.
Why? Or NFTs. Do they
Yeah.
even exist these days?
Yeah, they still exist. Yeah.
But not hype anymore.
There are like, so I was chatting to I was chatting to Brad about this. The weird thing about the crypto market is it has like 4-year cycles. So
But people got into crypto for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, they got into the wrong reasons.
You know, I mean, I have put money into crypto to test it. I didn't do fucking too well.
But I know
out
what
of
you
it.
mean. It's
But
like people are trying
did
to
it.
rush the process.
You are building a real business.
Yeah.
You know, you started years ago and you're building real business. You employ people, you got office space, you know what I mean? You're building brand.
Yeah.
Your own brand and other people's brands, obviously.
Yeah.
But you're building a real business. Crypto was a kind of easy because there was so much news out there. Oh my God, you know, Bitcoin was 2 cents, nice, $20,000.
Yeah.
I put, you know, like even today, when I was in a taxi going from airport to here, you know, one guy put $20 and he forgot his password. And then years later, 6, 7 years later, whatever, he found the password to his Bitcoin wallet, and guys worth like 50 million now. Do you know what I mean? So a lot of people were doing, and then people hearing that news. Oh
It's
my God,
sexy
you know,
news. It
let
gets
me
headlines.
get a credit card, put $5,000 on my credit card,
Yeah.
buy $5,000 on crypto, and hopefully it's going to be worth $1 million tomorrow, and I'm buying a Lamborghini, and I'm having a high life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Much easier. Sounds much easier than building a business, because
Yeah.
how has been building a business, buddy? Is it easy?
It's tough, man.
No shit. It's fucking tough. It's tough every day for me.
Yeah.
But
feel
I
like
get driven by the tough.
I have this silly analogy. It's like I'm rollerblading backwards down a staircase with like a pair of sunglasses I can't see through on. Like it just feels ridiculous.
It's not like that. And on top of that, you got a 80-kilo bag on your back full of rocks.
Yeah, that's how it feels sometimes. But
All the time.
The weird thing is, I find joy in that. It's almost like a game for me. It's like I want to win. You know, what's
Because
next?
see, interesting what he just said.
Hmm.
You are a true entrepreneur. You are driven by the journey, by the process, not by end result of becoming worth $2 billion.
Yeah.
So a lot of kids, you know, anybody in their 20s, a lot of them are thinking to themselves, fuck, you know, I can't wait till I can buy a Lamborghini, till I'm worth $2 billion. But they forget to enjoy the journey, enjoy the process, enjoy the hustle, the toughness of the business, the creative side of the business. That's the juice, man.
I think you really need to love it. You really need to enjoy it. And I think I tried a whole bunch of stuff, and
life is very simple.
Yeah.
Can you marry a lady without loving her?
I wouldn't recommend it. You can.
How long is it going to last?
Depends how long you can endure the pain of not doing that.
You can't marry somebody you don't. You can legally. You can.
You can. Yeah.
But the point is, why would you give part of your life to somebody if you're not?
Yeah.
If you're not committed, if you're not in love with it, if you're not passionate, that's why people get married. What's the difference in business?
Yeah.
And you know what? Let's compare business and marriage.
Yeah, that's a good.
Let's compare
comparison. Yeah.
You get married, and because you love that person, is so passionate, you want to be with them. Business should be the same. Matter of fact, you're going to spend more time in your business than you will at home.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, the reality is, you on average don't spend more than 3 hours with your wife a day. When you sleep, you're dead. That doesn't fucking count.
Yep.
So while you are awake...
Yeah, 3 hours.
3 hours, because you get home what time normally?
Usually around 7.
And the reality is, there's no way working... 10 o'clock, you pass out.
Yeah.
In the morning, you don't know where your ass is because you're getting ready to work.
Exactly.
So 80% of your fucking life
Yeah.
is about work or the business you're running.
Right.
So
I
if you're
never
gonna be,
thought of it that
if
way.
you're gonna, well, think about this.
Yeah.
Every day, what do you do when you wake up in the morning? Have a shower, getting ready to go to work.
Yeah.
Then you spend half an hour to. How long does it take you to be in this office in the morning?
Yeah, usually about 30 minutes.
30 minutes. Then you spend half an hour driving to office.
Yeah.
Work related. Then you work all day. Then you get home 7 o'clock.
You got to love it, man. Yeah.
You gotta treat it like a marriage, not like a hooker where you just wanna fuck once and you're out.
Yeah.
You know, I always say to people, even in business, don't treat me like a hooker. You wanna bang once. Treat me like a wife. You wanna make love all the time. What I'm trying to say by that is, do business with me long term, not just once in and out so you can screw me today.
I think
that's the passion. That's the passion. So because there's one thing for sure. You're 33. Yesterday you were 23.
Yeah.
Tomorrow you're going to be 43.
Yeah.
Everything you are doing, clock doesn't stop. We started this interview 9 o'clock. It's 20 past 10. 1 hour. We just 1 hour and 20 minutes gone.
Yeah.
1 hour and 20 minutes gone that I can't get back.
Yep.
So unless I'm fucking passionate, I am not losing my time because today is the day that I never lived before. And when this day is gone, guess what? We are one day closer to our ultimate destination. That is us being 10 fucking feet under.
Yeah.
In life, everything is irrelevant.
Yeah.
You just got to be passionate about fucking living. You work for somebody, you decide to do that, enjoy it, love it. If you decide to run your own business, treat it like a marriage. Be in love with your business. Be in love, be passionate. Treat it like your wife or you got a son, right?
Yeah. And a daughter.
And a daughter.
Yeah.
How much love you have for them?
Man, I'll do anything for those two. Yeah.
Why wouldn't you do that anything that you're also passionate about?
Yeah.
Business is your another baby or your work because time keeps ticking, buddy. So if you are in the job right now that you fucking hate, quit today.
Get out.
Get out.
Go.
Or change your attitude or find a way to love what you're doing.
Yeah.
Otherwise, clock doesn't stop.
Yeah.
Time goes past.
Yeah. And I think from my experience, I've worked in a lot of jobs that were not great, but I forced myself to find joy and gamify it somehow. And I brought that across into business. So with One Life Club, I'm really interested to know this because you're at the helm of this business, and I know you've partnered with Simon and Chandra, and they're incredible people. For you, what is it that you think it takes to get an event business, both digital and real, off the ground? What was that grind like? Because you're crushing it in real estate, and now you're back at foundation level to build.
Oh
this.
we're hustling.
Yeah.
We're hustling, man.
Yeah.
Look, to be honest, we have multiple different companies, myself and Simon and Sean. And when we decided to work on One Life Club, we are treating it like a startup, like any business. And you got to be in it, And one thing that we have done is all of our businesses that we have are established enough that we can now focus on something else as well. So going back to the start of this conversation, having so many companies, you do one at a time when you have time to be involved in it. With One Life Club, we have money to put into the business, which requires, but we did it smartly. What we did, I utilized my own profile. I had 8 events of 150 people in my warehouse. I got a warehouse where I keep my cars. So I treat it like a startup. And startup was, I got already a warehouse where I keep my supercars. I can buy 150 chairs, which I did for $1,500, $10 a chair. And I'm going to have events there. Where I'm going to be a speaker, and I'm going to start bringing my mates like yourself to be also speakers where we can offer value and have a different topic. So I had 8 events where I was testing the market. If me and you're going to start a drink ourselves, first of all, me and you want to like it and get our mates to try it, try small instead of spending $2 billion building it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I started small and in a short period of time to see what works. Is there market for this? You know what I mean? And then when Simon came on board, then we had a little bit bigger event where Simon was the speaker and we had 380 people. And then it was like, okay, there's a room for this. And then, we decided to bring Jordan Belfort to Australia. That was the next big event. And as you do all this, you learn because none of us have experience in events.
Yeah.
And but saying that with us is two-way street because we are online platform where people can learn about being great entrepreneurs or become expert in specific field from existing entrepreneurs. Event was another space that we were learning. We were trying to break into, where we had to put a lot of money in, where we had to, make every mistake by doing it so to see, but reason why we did so well when it comes to offering value, because we knew that we started where a lot of these people are. You know what I mean? And, I started from nothing. Simon started from nothing. Chandra started from nothing. You as a speaker on our event started from nothing.
Yeah.
So we all know what we have to fucking tell those people sitting there, because we used to be there in that crowd.
Yep.
You know what I mean? We didn't come there to sell them a fucking program, how you're going to be rich overnight. Only thing that we all do when we go get on the stage, you tell people, guys, we've been where you are sitting right now, and we're going to share our journey with you so you can learn something from us, how you can take your business to another level, how you can start. Reason why, we have sold out events and why people come, because we are real deal. We hustled and hustle today, and we simply focus on offering people value, offering people value. And now we are also pushing heavily now, a lot of events online as well. We're going to start now a lot of live events. For example, let's say next 2 months, we're going to have different events where anybody from anywhere in the world can watch it, but it's not going to be recorded. So you got to be there and pay attention.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's like you might watch a movie, but not pay attention because you can rewatch it later. So we're going to make it live. So if you don't experience that, you miss out.
You spoke about some mistakes you guys made along the journey of starting out as an event company. What are some of those mistakes that you've learned along the way?
Well, where do I start?
Do you want another one?
This is actually really good.
Can we get Emil another one?
Yeah, I know.
There's one up there if you can reach it.
Oh, I can definitely.
Yeah.
I'm like fucking taking few. I'm taking few of these home with me.
I'll hook you up, man. I'll get you some Mr. Beast chocolate as well.
This is definitely it's actually really good.
Yeah.
It sounds like I'm actually marketing it,
Yeah.
but I'm not. I'm not.
Well, you're
getting
doing
paid.
us a favor. That's fine.
He's getting paid, not me. But this is actually really
Shout
good.
out to Logan Paul. So funny story about this. So the blue bottle that went up there, Jared, our GM here at Rival, he was telling me how, so he's got like his nephews, and I think they're 8.
Years
old.
8 and 10.
Yeah, they're
is it?
twins. And he gave him a bunch of those bottles, and they were like, man, these are worth $10 each at school. The kids are hustling this product at school. It's become such like a cultural contagion among
And how much does it
youth.
cost to buy?
Like a couple bucks?
Like a couple bucks, but they're selling it at school for $10 because some of them are limited edition and they're
Which
rare.
school, man? You're gonna see me in the truck tomorrow.
Come here, kids.
We're gonna say, kids, $8 if you buy a freaking pack of 4.
But
I'm gonna leave it in the market.
Back to Cam's question, if you want to.
I tell you.
Biggest mistakes.
I won't call it mistakes. This is what we have learned.
Biggest learnings.
This is
Good reframe.
biggest learning is what we're trying to do with these events and with One Life Club. This is our biggest challenge. Our biggest challenge is, let's say, I'm going to take Gold Coast as an example.
Yeah.
Over 1,000 people come to event. And our mentally biggest challenge is this. We know out of 1,000 people, normally only 10 to 20 people will take action.
Mm-hmm.
And our challenge is, how do we turn that around? If normal events, in events in general, if there's only 20 people out of 1,000 that take action, our biggest challenge is that we're trying to work out the way, how can we turn the 20 into 100 people?
Right.
So we can change their lives and they can change their family lives, hopefully for generations. So our challenge is, financially we can put any events, we can learn how you can market better, how you can, all that's irrelevant. The challenge is how we are working on the way, how can we get more people to take action? Because problem with events is, you go and watch Dane, you get motivated, inspired, he's so good at it, you're pumped, you know what I mean? It's so fun. you're so pumped and so motivated. 3 days later, you're back to the same fucking shithole. That motivation is gone.
It dissipates.
You know what I mean? It's like, fuck, it's like sex, 20 minutes of amazing. After that, you're fucking tired and you just keep doing, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, how myself who went to Dane's event, I'm so pumped and motivated. I'm going to take action tomorrow, but I'm actually going to take action, not just I'm inspired and motivated, and 5 days later, it's like drinking this drink. So what we are trying to do is people that come to our events, we encourage them, join One Life Club for free. Join a community. Network with existing people because they're all hustling as well. Keep in touch with us, keep being motivated, keep being inspired, keep learning from these classes, So we're trying to hold your hand. Do you know what I mean? It's like, your son and your daughter.
Yeah.
When they just start walking, you got to hold their hand a little bit. Otherwise, they just hit their head once and, oh my God, I might be scared to. So scared to keep getting up and keep moving forward. So with us, that's the biggest challenge that we're trying to break through mentally. How can more people take action?
So how do you nurture the community sort of engagement, like the customer journey? How do you nurture that in an event company?
Well, we don't call ourselves just an event company. So anybody that comes to an event, we encourage them that, hey, this is your step one. Step one, you're motivated, inspired. And don't forget, when you come to our event, a lot of people get motivated by myself, Simon, or Dane, or Matt, or whoever the speaker is, or Sean. But a lot of people then, they still don't know what to do. They're so inspired and motivated. Then we tell them, if you go to onelifeclub.com or download our app, you connect. If you don't know what you want to do, there's so many classes that we have in different fields, starting from branding, or if you want to start your solar company or real estate business, just go and watch a lot of stuff and see where you see yourself in it from these existing entrepreneurs that have actually done it. You know what I mean? Come to our next event, or talk to people that are part of our community, So even today, our challenge is not finished. We're still working out the way that we can make it, that more people have that transition from dreamers to making shit reality.
Right.
That to us is real challenge. As a business, what's a challenge? We are quick learners. Whatever we try doesn't work, we turn it, we change it. That's the easy part to change. But we are there. One Life Club is there. Club is there with a purpose to change people's lives for better tomorrow.
Right. And if someone was looking at starting their own event business, what would be some of the initial things that they might need to get squared away?
Interesting. Again, this morning, I'm not going to name people. I had an ad, and this ad was about there is an event, somebody else is doing an event, and they're teaching you in this event how you're going to become a motivational speaker and make $1 million within first 12 months.
I know the ad. I saw it.
I'm not going to name anybody.
We know who it is.
Doesn't matter. It's irrelevant.
Bless him.
Yeah. With us is, what I would suggest to anybody, two things. Become an expert in your field. Establish a business or become great at something.
Yeah.
So have credibility, right? Then build your own brand.
Yep.
Use company like you, hopefully, to help them do that. Build up your own brand, and then you can work creating event.
Yeah, like
Do you know
leverage
what I
it the
mean?
other way, like you, because you were able to get 150 people in a room because you had an empire of businesses, and now you're like, I got
correct.
something to teach you.
And you don't want to be the guy that takes a picture in front of somebody else's Lamborghini and say, I'm successful.
Yeah.
Fucking have your own behind your back.
Yeah.
So you can tell people, see this thing behind me? I fucking own it.
Yeah.
Outright. Let me show you how you can become successful too tomorrow, because I have a successful business, not because I'm talking about somebody else's.
Yeah. Dude, we were at an event recently, and the speaker, not going to name them, they said, you don't have to become an expert. You just need to know something about something. And I was like, come on. And then the pitch was, if you can know something about something, you can become a millionaire in the next 3 months.
Well, how can you teach me about becoming a millionaire if you're not one?
Well, here's the thing, right? Like, if you think about the 1,000 people in the room, 20 taking action, what do you think it is about the 980 that aren't in the place to do it yet? Like what is maybe lacking? Is it perception? Is it mindset?
Is it a cultural construct? Like, are we all just inactive
I
participants?
think it's part cultural because
I
different
think it's
countries
bit of.
are
I think it's bit
different
of. You know, it's bit of everything.
Yeah.
I think society, everything that's available to us, is. I always give this very little example. When I was growing up, when I was, I don't know, 15, 16 or 17, 18, you couldn't see Ferrari or Lamborghini anywhere unless you watch TV, or maybe one would pass every couple of months. Now on social media, everything is there. Everything is sexy. There's so many young entrepreneurs, 20, they're trading big. There's so much attractive stuff there, right? Who wants to be a fucking bricklayer today? Who wants to be an electrician today? Who wants to spend 4 years learning a trade and 7, 8 years become an expert on something? Hey, why would I do that? Because there's a guy that went to school with me, and 3 years later he's driving a Lamborghini. Look at him, you know, he's trading crypto. So attention span is very fucking short. Do you know what I mean? And everybody, or not everybody, I'll take that back. A lot of people want everything today.
Yep.
You know what I mean? People want it fast without realizing Rome wasn't built overnight. It took 2,000 years to build it. They're still building it.
Well, most entrepreneurs,
that's
you
one,
know.
That's one. And two, there's so much attractive stuff out there. So many attractive businesses. You start a business, it's not working. Oh my God, look at this. You know, this business is in now. E-commerce is popular today. I tried this, it's not working, but everybody's doing e-commerce. Let's quit this, start that. So I think people are soft.
Yeah, real talk, man.
People are soft.
Yeah.
People don't have that burning fucking fire to go through the wall. People don't want to work. I had one of the guys that works with me, you know, he said, can't believe you're working 40 hours a week. I said, hold on. I work 140, not 40. Don't insult me. You know, he's like, in his mind was like, you know, why would you work 40? You can work 20 and still have a good life. In which fucking continent you living, buddy? Today, if you have that burning fire within you to be successful and good at something, if you're willing to outwork I will outwork fucking all of you in this room, and then next room, and the next room. I know that. I will work till I pass the fuck out, and I will sleep for 4 hours, and the next day I will fucking wake up fresh, because I have trained my mind, going back to what, you know, as well, to be bulletproof. Your mind is your best friend and your biggest enemy. Everything you tell yourself, you're right. If you tell yourself, I'm going to be, you know, this is too hard, it's fucking too hard, quit.
Yeah.
I can do this, you're right again. And with myself, I have trained my mind to live in reality. Because if I look at 100 really successful people, common sense is my best friend, right? If I look at 100 people that have successful businesses, how long on average did it take them? 99 of those 100 will tell you it took them 10, 20 years to make a successful business. Well, answer is there. You know what I mean? So, you know, I think people are very good at bullshitting to themselves.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of bullshit on the internet. You see all this stuff where it's like, get it quick. And there's no shortage of people spruiking entrepreneurship. And I've met these people.
I ask people, what do you do? I'm an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
What's the meaning of entrepreneurship?
It's lost meaning. It's become a buzzword.
You know, I'm an entrepreneur. It's like...
Yeah, the true definition is owning systems that create equity and money that operate on their own.
But everybody, it sounds sexy.
It sounds sexy. Sounds cool.
You know, I got a friend of mine who's a bricklayer. He lives in a fucking $8 million house.
Yeah.
So if I tell him I'm a bricklayer, is that sexy?
No. Generally, no.
I got my marketing agency. That's sexy. But my mate who's a bricklayer makes about $3 million a year.
Yeah.
He's got about 80 bricklayers work for him and does all the high rises and shit.
Yeah.
But that's not sexy.
Yeah.
I got my marketing agency. Even I don't have anybody working for me. I got a part-time guy in the Philippines that does work for me.
Yeah.
That's sexy. You know, people are very good at lying to themselves. What I mean by that is people don't live in reality, man. You know, this is sad part. What's more important to a lot of people is what others think of themselves instead of what they think of themselves. Do you know what I mean?
I've been caught in that trap.
You'll see a lot of us have. You know what I mean, you'll see a lot of kids with $80,000 fake watch.
Yeah.
Because they want other people to think they're rich, and he knows it's a fake one. But to that individual, it's more important that other people think, that he's successful, that he's rich, instead of him. You know what? I know I'm rich within whatever.
Yeah.
So that's
So rather than like fabricating this ego of others praising you, it's building that in yourself and not needing it. Like Gary.
I will give anybody one recipe to be successful.
Yeah.
Very simple recipe. Anybody can be successful if they do one thing. Simple as fuck. When you wake up in the morning or any day, go and look at yourself in the mirror. Now, if you can really look at yourself in the mirror and speak the truth, all the answers going to come out. Okay. Ask the mirror, am I successful? And if you can truly see yourself in it, I'm really successful, I'm connected, I've got a business, but do you have $2 in your bank account? No, you're not successful. Do you know what I mean? Am I a good father? Yeah, I'm a great father. How much time do you spend with your kids? So all the answers are coming, you know what I mean? Am I a good partner? If or whatever. All the answers are coming out of mirror. I'm going to start a business, I'm going to make $1 million out of it today. Well, how did the last 12 months fucking go?
Yeah.
So all the answers are coming out of mirror. You know what? I just lost a business. You screwed me. He screwed me, whatever. What? You were not part of it? When I got financially burned 15 years ago, I looked at myself in a mirror and I would say, you know what? I just lost business because he screwed me. She screwed me, whatever. Who led them? They were more capable than me. It's my fault. Everything in life is your fault. Just look at yourself in a mirror and all the answers will come there. And then you can really see, okay, I'm living in reality.
Yeah.
And the reality is I want to have something, got to work for it.
Yeah, that I guess for me would be like really sitting in contemplation with yourself. Like really having that deep conversation.
That's a
with
very
yourself.
uncomfortable place for a lot of people. And a lot of people, I find, at least from my experience, aren't willing to have that conversation with themselves.
And then don't live in reality. It's called a fucking la la land.
Yeah.
Don't live in reality. Keep lying to yourself. And how is it going so far? Not you, I'm just saying in general. You know what I mean? How is it going so far? How is it going wearing that fake watch for fucking 10 years?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
To that point, there's that brilliant Rolex campaign that we talk about often, Dane and I, where there was a fake. Do you want to speak to it? That fake.
Yeah,
Rolex?
there's maybe you could pull it up. It's actually quite an interesting ad. Yeah, Rolex ran this ad, and they used the fact that was happening as a very clever marketing campaign, because Rolex have a lot of issues with counterfeits and people manufacturing fake Rolexes, and they had this ad, and it said even the fake gives you that feeling. Because the brand is selling it, it's like Simon says, whatever happens, fucking use it, and they're like, let's use it.
Look, Rolex,
Yeah,
genius marketing.
you got one on right now. I love what you've done with it, by the way. Yeah,
It's real.
yeah. It's a real one. Yeah,
It's real.
yeah. I don't know if that's the ad that I
But
saw.
see, the thing is, I understand, the marketing, it might give people a feel, but the reality is,
But it's bullshit. You're saying it's fabricated.
you're lying to yourself that you're successful or whatever. And with me is it's like taking a picture in front of somebody else's Lamborghini, posting it on your social media so people think you got one.
Yep.
I guarantee you, when you have one and take a picture of it, the feeling is a little bit different. The feeling is different.
Yeah.
Feeling is fucking different.
Yeah. When you earn it and you claim it, that's
For
a different
start,
feeling.
I own Ferrari, Lamborghini, and Bentley, and I got fucking lot of cars and a lot of cars coming. when I sit in any of my cars instead of somebody else's, feeling is good.
Yeah.
I have earned the fucking thing.
Yep.
I literally pissed blood to fucking have it. Because that's what being successful is.
Yeah.
Being committed.
Being committed.
I always said it. I finished work last night at 9 o'clock. Well, 10 o'clock actually. The reality is, then I wanted to do a post, and I started recording a post on Instagram. Hey guys, it's 10 o'clock. I just finished my work. But I was so fucking tired. I started mumbling. I was like, I fucking can't be bothered putting the post up. But the reality is, I fucking work, man.
Yeah.
All entrepreneurship, being creative, being smart, all bullshit.
Yep.
If you don't want to work hard.
Mm.
Yeah, you're going to work smart, buddy. Try working smart and hard at the same time. Results will be better, especially on start. You can't tell me you started your agency by working 2 hours a day.
Nope. Carlos was there.
I remember it. We used to start at 6, and then I would leave at like 6:30, and he would keep going
Until 3 a.m.
Do you know what I mean?
There was days where I worked 48 hours straight. Like I had at the start I had 46 content creation clients, and I would produce between 20 and 40 of those carousel graphics a day. And yeah, I was working till my fucking fingers were bleeding, man. But I loved it and I enjoyed it and I pursued it. Yeah.
Fuck your talent if you're not going to work hard.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Fuck your talent.
Yeah.
You can fucking hang your talent to the ceiling.
Yeah.
Anybody that wants to be successful, call me old school if you like. If you don't want to put a lot of time and hard work into creating something, you will be nothing but a fucking dreamer. Let's turn it into reality, buddy. Next 10 years, ask yourself, are you prepared to give it all? Are you prepared to sacrifice a lot of family time, playtime, party time to make something successful? If you are, let's go.
Yeah.
If you want to be rich tomorrow and you think you can make business over 12 months, call me in 12 months' time and tell me how you're still going. And there's a difference between One Life Club and a lot of other people. If you tell them it's possible to be rich, it's going to fucking take a lot of hard work and a lot of time, but we're going to bring experts like Dane and many other people that can show you the way how you can get there. Eventually, not tomorrow.
They get me fired up, man. Like,
What do you think the value of storytelling is in events? Because like you're using your story to validate your expertise, and then you're using that to inspire people. How do you think that
very important? Because a lot of people are questioning themselves. They think, I'm not smart enough. I'm not good enough. I don't have anybody can back me up financially. I feel alone. Maybe I'm shy. On our Gold Coast event, first thing I said to everybody, let's just make one thing clear. I'm not the smartest person in this room. I'm, matter of fact, not even smart. I'm going to tell you my journey, how I started. From refugee to where my business is today. If I can fucking do it, you can do it too. And let me tell you my story. How I was physically hungry, because maybe many of you are. How I had nobody to believe in me, because there's so many of you that are sitting in this room that even your fucking closest people telling you, you can't do this. Or people used to tell me, our family is not meant to be rich.
Oof.
Which happens a lot.
Do you know what I mean? You're not good enough, buddy.
Yeah.
Don't start business. What do you know about business? You're not good enough. Imagine if people keep telling that all the time.
And all this programming, like money doesn't grow on
trees. So let me
trees,
tell you a story
kind of stuff.
that you fucking can do it. Anybody that tells you can't, tell them, get the fuck out of my life. Fast! Because I fucking can. And that's why storytelling is important, because Dane didn't grow up, with $10 billion, or me, or any matter of fact of anybody that we get to speak. We all fucking started from the bottom. And you can too. And that's why storytelling is important.
Yeah, one of the things that happened at those events was like, and then at the dinner afterwards, which thank you so much.
Well, didn't you send him the bill? No?
Yeah, it's in the mail.
Okay. You have the right address, right? So like one of the things that happened was you're like, holy fuck, all these people are human.
Ah,
Like
actually, we're not human because we are different kind of human.
yeah.
Because we are including Dane, not a fucking human. It is far away from human, animal. What I mean, not human. Think about this. A lot of human work on 20, 30%, they might work 8 hours a day, we not normal human because we work 16 hours a day. We work till we pass out. We want to give more. Do you know what I mean? So we are different kind of human because we push ourselves to another fucking level all the time. So if I'm comparing myself to a million other people, superhuman maybe.
Yeah, I suppose the kind of thing that I'm trying to say is that everyone sits down to shit.
Yeah.
Where it's like, we're all still
frankly,
the...
yeah.
No, I know what he's saying. We are human. We are no different to anybody else. Only thing that we're telling everybody, if you want to get to next level, you got to
put in the
become a
hard work.
superhuman because we're not normal, man. We're not normal. I mean, you got 2 kids, you still get home 7 o'clock, not 4.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And even on Saturday and Sunday, quite often when you're spending time with them, your mind is still at work.
Yeah.
Might not be there present, it might be there physically.
Yeah.
So,
But
but
it is a challenge, like I work on it like very aggressively at the moment, and it's tough. Sometimes I get home at 11. I think the reality of growing a business is, from my experience, is it ebbs and flows. You can't have perfect balance. Businesses come in seasons. There's seasons where you got to work like a fucking maniac, and then there's seasons where you get maybe a little bit of rest.
and
but
then
you
there's
get
a
back into
season.
it.
Then there's a season where you get hit by fucking tsunami,
Yeah, that happens too. Yeah,
and you gotta still survive.
yep. You got to figure it
COVID.
out.
What do you call COVID? COVID. We all have businesses. Next thing is everything stopped.
Yep.
Imagine, other day I interviewed a lovely gentleman who's got 5 restaurants. He started first restaurant, started doing so well. The next thing is close it. No income. Can't pay people. Dead.
Yep.
How do you mentally survive that? How do you go home to your wife and kids and say, I earn no money today? It's like, fuck, I might have to sell the car tomorrow for nothing just to put food on the table. That's called tsunami.
Yeah.
But mentally, how do you survive it and come back the next day and keep moving forward? That's an art.
Yep. Yep. And I think, so many people, I met someone during COVID who had a couple restaurants, and they could kind of see what was happening, and they pivoted and immediately built like, what do you call it? Like a delivery company that would supply food. And they were like one of the first restaurants that just focused all their energy on that. And they made more money in that year with their delivery service kitchen than they did with their restaurants.
And to be honest,
Yeah.
COVID was good for a lot of us because it made us creative.
Yeah,
Made
it
us think out of
forced
the box.
creativity. It forced people
You had
into
no
it.
choice.
Yeah.
My force was, how can I not get rid of a single staff member? Because, these guys been good to me for years. How can I survive to make sure they're employed?
Yeah.
Not be selfish and get rid of them because you're having a bit of pain.
Yeah. Yeah. These guys have become family to me, and it's, like I said before, you'll always do a lot more for others than you ever will for yourself.
And that makes you a good, true leader.
Yeah.
If you're just a selfish prick, these two wouldn't be working for you.
No.
He wouldn't be working for you for 4 or 5 years.
No.
He'd be gone first month.
Promise you that.
He's still here. I like him. I'll offer him a job today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just joking.
Yeah. I mean, if he leaves, it's proof that I got work to do, right?
No, if he leaves, that means you've done your job well.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. I look at it, everything is a positive. Like if like, for example, like we preach this to our team all the time. Like if you're here at Rival, you're here for a season, just bring it. I don't care if you leave in a week or 6 months, like just at least leave somewhere better than here.
100%.
Yeah. And we have people leave, and they every single person that's left Rival has gone on to do something bigger and better.
Great.
Every single time. We're proud of that. Emil, thank you so much, man. I feel fired up. I feel like you've absolutely electrified me today.
Let's get some work done.
I'm ready to run through that wall and get some other stuff done, dude. I just appreciate your story, man. If there's anything you want to leave with our audience around today's topic, you were talking about commitment. You were talking about like having real honest conversations with yourself, working like a maniac. What else would you like to leave with people today?
Learn how to love life. And learn, if you don't know already, how you can value your time more. So love more, give more, and everything you want to do, just do it, because before you know it, one day you will be 90 years old and you're going to look back on your life and, you can say, you want to say to yourself, I have done it all. I have great life.
Yeah.
Everything I want to do, I've done it. It's time for me to go. And if you really want to learn the value of time, go and speak to somebody who's 90 years old. Ask them one question. How fast did your life go? Nobody's going to tell you, took forever to get here. Everybody's going to say,
like a flash.
Yesterday I was 2 years old and now I'm 19. It's time for me to go.
Yeah.
So learn the value of time and use it the best way you can.
Beautiful. And anything you'd like to plug or any way people can reach out to you?
Look, to be honest, people can find me in One Life Club or social media. Google me, you'll find me.
Yeah.
And I love giving back.
Yeah. And you're a good friend, Emil. Thank you so much for giving us some of your time. A lot of respect, dude. Absolutely brought it today. And
Champion.
We'll have to have you back next time.
Boom.
Boom.
Thank you.